The Microsoft for Africa 9jApps Developer Challenge started out in March, and in July, entries closed for the competition. Today is the 10th of October 2013, and we're live at the CcHub for the finale. Now tonight, what the judges were looking out for in the applications that will be presented are the following: local relevance and appeal to Nigeria, originality and concept, polish and appeal, the use of Windows 8, Windows Phone or Windows Azure platforms, and the use of other Microsoft API. Now get ready. I have never seen as many developers in one room as I am seeing today. And trust me, there will be quite a number of very interesting applications and presentations. But all I can say right now is fingers crossed, and may the best app win.
So today we have a distinguished panel of judges who are here to help to decide who walks away with the prizes. Grand prize 750K for the Windows Phone category, and the 2013 KREO for the Windows 8 category.
Cinemas is a native Windows Phone application that serves as a complete hub, gives you information, entertains you, and engages you into every single movie available at all cinemas in Nigeria, period. Why did we develop cinemas? Now, currently in Nigeria today, we have a whole lot of people that go to the cinemas to see movies. I, for one, I develop softwares and I work so hard, and I just want to relax after every day at work. I choose different motives, I choose different ways of doing this. One of the things I do is I just go to the cinemas and I see a movie. But then it comes down to one thing: must I always go to the cinema every day, go through their flyers, or wait till I get home and see Silverbird TV's advertisement for Silverbird Galleria's movies showing? Or must I always hear from a friend that a particular movie is showing? Then we thought about something. Why not just give everybody the access to these movies on the go? I mean, I always want to know what movies is showing, the durations, the trailers, the PG ratings, the reviews of other people that have seen these movies or that has gone to these cinemas. Hence, cinema was born.
You have 24 movies on your homepage. Are these the only movies available in cinemas?
In cinemas which we cover.
Yeah, these are the only movies available.
Yes, sir.
So there's no need for a search button for me to search for a movie and then find out where it is and where it's working. Well, so that's one. Secondly, what are you doing to, get reviews? I see the reviews I see here are foreign reviews with foreign names. How are you, one, pushing this locally, and two, getting reviews that are relevant? Because for me, what I want to see is reviews from my friends or people that can now encourage me to go watch the movie. So what are you doing about that?
At the point where we get to integrate the social logins, where you get to do your check-ins and all that social stuff, we get to pick out or choose out your friends off Twitter or Facebook, which is one of the things we're actually working on currently. So far, so good. We don't have that feature available at the moment on the versions we've rolled out currently in the market. But that's one of the key features that we're actually working on at the moment.
The simple idea we had was like, let's give people an app where they can search for African entertainment. That started 2 years ago, and now you can find trailers, movies, short films, music videos, full length, all from the African content on Affinoli. As of today, we have over 3 million downloads. Over 12 million videos have been watched on Affinoli. So it's coming to the Windows platform was like, okay, let's bring it to this experience that people have been enjoying before down to the Windows platform. How are we making money? Sponsorship, branding. As of today, we have MTN brands Affinoli for Nigeria, and not only Nigeria, we are extending it to the 16 countries of Africa where they operate. So it's not a concept that we are trying to test whether it works or not. It already works. People are watching, people are downloading, and we believe it's very valuable.
But there's a huge dependence on YouTube.
Okay.
I thought the whole concept was for you to leverage as well. So the database engines that you can leverage on there, but all your videos go to YouTube.
The reason why we chose YouTube was very simple. Majority of people go to YouTube for their content, and there are a lot of content on YouTube.
Let me just move straight to the name that the app addresses. It gives you access to the Bible in your language. This also helps you to understand it better. And in the application, there's a graphical website which is Victoria Concordance, which makes you to understand more about give you more understanding of the scripture. We also encourage better understanding and writing and speaking of Yoruba language. A good medium to share daily Bible tales with your friends and your colleagues through social medias. And with the audio Bible, the audio Bible was passed on the app when I submitted it for the 9jApps. I removed the audio Bible a few weeks ago because of the size. One of the future state as in my goal after this contest, which presently I'm working on, is that at least the fish seller, someone that is selling fish outside there that didn't know so much about ICT or mobile phone, probably that cannot navigate through the mobile phone, the Windows phone. He or she can use voice command to say probably Matthew Orikeji, and the application will navigate to Matthew Orikeji and it will read it. With 4 meg, you can use to download the app, which is presently the size of the app now. And with the help of the internet, you can listen to the text while scrolling through the stuff.
My advice or recommendation to you is that since you have passion for this and you want to do it,
yes,
you may probably want to consider more Nigerian languages.
Yeah, so sir, it's one of these.
That's why I talked about, since you have passion for it, to consider more languages from Nigeria, 1. 2, to also look at the audience that you're targeting and the kind of devices that they can afford. Because if you think they will afford this, and voice-activated reading, most of them won't afford it. So you need to look at an application that is probably lower than this.
Okay.
Then lastly, you then need to look at things that will make people to want to use it, or people who are not even Christians that also want to use some of it. Yeah.
Jandas Radio is an aggregated directory of streaming radio stations offered on a mobile application integrated with social media. So what's our mission? We want to reshape the delivery of African traditional radio using mobile technology. So we want to expand radio from being accessed by frequency, which is a limited range, to an international audience. And then we also want to increase the listener participation through social media. So this is the evolution of radio. Everyone can see here, radio started off as a big box. Basically, you put it in a room, it's not very portable. As you can see, as time goes on, radio has now become a portable device, basically a telephone. I make a joke that the telephone actually killed a couple of previous inventions, like the portable camera as well as the radio. So why radio? According to the MBS, which is the National Bureau of Statistics, the most widely used devices are radios and mobile phones. 82% of Nigerians have access to radio. 69% of Nigerians have access to mobile phones, and it's estimated to reach 82% by 2015. Less than 50% of the population has access to TV, and less than 15% of the population has frequent access to laptops or PCs. Believe it or not, less than 15%. There's a significant increase in basically Nigerian entertainment internationally. We find that Nigerians in the diaspora want to keep in touch with local information in Nigeria. That's entertainment, news. And then we also see that there's there's an increased interest for people who travel outside of Lagos to actually keep in touch with local Lagos content. So that's where the opportunity of Jandas Radio comes in.
What have you considered in your business model in ensuring that your dependence or the user's dependence on bandwidth to access your application is sustained? Because it looks like the radio is streaming live. If you're in Osun State and I'm carrying this, accessing your application, I probably might not hear anything.
We plan on having offline content. That's where our podcasts come in. So that's pre-recorded information that will be available on the app for people to actually download and listen to at a later time.
That is, the radio stations will allow you to catch their content and you will store it on the server and it can be made available offline.
Yes.
Of course, what 9jApps does is providing the most current information, weather information and 3-day forecasts. At least it makes it to stay ahead, stay organized, and plan ahead. Makes a good companion because the app is smart in the sense it can suggest to you some useful ideas. For instance, based on the location you set, if it is a rainy day, it's going to be a rainy day, it will advise you maybe in the morning to go out with your umbrella or wear a raincoat. Then you can share the information via SMS. Of course, some of your friends might not be using smartphones you are using. You can send weather information via SMS. Of course, the app is very good for motorists, air travelers, and agriculturists, and day-by-day usage.
But I already have weather app on all phones. I can visit BBC weather on every phone that has a browser, and I can get accurate information about the cities that I am in, not just the few cities that you listed on your application.
Yeah, the cities available at the BBC because the information is tied to BBC Weather Service, and the cities available in the BBC Weather Service are the cities available inside the app.
This app is a non-starter. Let's be very honest with ourselves. The weather apps are out there, so there is no originality. There is nothing that you really want to push in a weather app. It's already there in the open market. Let's stop kidding ourselves.
What JobUp does is, we know there are a lot of job sites where you can search for jobs around, but why not bring the job to your pockets? Why do you need to go to the internet or why do you need the laptop to search for a job? So using JobUp, we can post a job from your phone if you're an employer, and immediately the person that owns another Windows phone with JobUp receives the job instantly in his pocket.
Where do you get the job content from?
We try to get on different sites, Jobaman and other places.
Well, I was quickly fiddling with the application, and I think from what I have gone through, this app is not even in alpha, talk less of beta. So are you selling a concept here? Or, because it's not really that usable. I don't see myself as a potential employer using this app to seek for a job.
Decision time is here. So the judges have deliberated. It was pretty unanimous, I'd say. I haven't seen a situation where we have all the judges agree without so much of debate on the apps. In third place is Afrinoli. The first runner-up, and that means the person who came second, is Jandas Radio. And that means first position goes to cinemas.
Well, it's very, very nice to win actually. It's been a while, it's been a long while. We've actually wanted to share this app with a whole lot of people, and we hope by winning today, you know, people get to know about the app and download it and use it, because it's a fantastic app.
All right, then now do you think you're ready for the kind of, let's say, response and the kind of traffic that your application will be receiving henceforth?
From the inception of most of our application, that's our first thoughts of that scaling aspect. So right now we don't have any issue with probably getting that traffic, as in managing that traffic on the site right now.
We are on all different platforms so far, but we have more features that we would like to add to the app. So we're constantly working to improve that, taking feedback from our listeners. I mean, we have over 200,000 people currently on it. So we are hoping to reach maybe 1 million by sometime next year. We're hoping to get there.
The opportunities that such programs like this offer to the developers is quite enormous. You know, in terms of one is access to technology. They have access to Microsoft technologies to build add-on applications that can be relevant to our environment. You know, as well is to also develop their skills. In developing their skills and kind of like bring up areas that they need to improve on. And there are other hubs, you know, like Idea, Tech Launchpad, that can actually, you know, work hand in hand with them to help them to grow their businesses and provide other services that they will need, like mentorship, like business advisory services, infrastructure services. Yes, this is a collaborative effort. We appreciate that, and we look forward to working with all the industry players in doing that. So thanks to Microsoft for doing this.
Well, I mean, I think it meets all our expectations that we started out with. The whole idea was to be able to attract independent developers to the platform and basically excite the whole developer ecosystem. And I think the turnout has been quite impressive, and I think this is something we're really proud of.
As you saw, some of the apps that won were very, very good. They look good on the devices. There's some value that the consumers can get if they install these apps. But also there's an opportunity for some of the other guys to actually improve themselves based on the winners. And that's the whole essence of this. It's not just to get apps out of the community. It's also as a learning platform for them as well, to be able to improve and take feedback from experts in the field and improve on some of these apps that they've come up with, or even come up with new apps.
Would I say the Oga Pata Pata, right? The Oga at the top. One of the bosses, one of the directors here at the CcHub, Tunji Elesho. Good evening. It's so good to meet you.
Good evening.
What role did CcHub play in this whole Microsoft 9jApps competition, activity?
Okay. So first, I'll just do a brief background of the CcHub.
Awesome, great.
CcHub is a social innovation center, and for us, the objective and the goal has been how do we foster the technology, and how do we, support people who are innovating to solve social problems that we face in our environments. So it's harnessing the collective intelligence of Nigerians to solve problems that we face. Growing up 3 decades ago, the same challenges we faced are the same challenges we face now. And we travel, we go other places, and we excel. So the question is, why aren't we doing it here? It's because we all expect that the government should be the one doing it. And so our goal is to harness all that private sector intelligence, the models, the practices that exist, and use that to solve problems that we face.
Were you impressed?
In the Windows Phone category, we saw a few interesting applications that utilize the power of the phone. On the Windows 8 category, a lot of what we saw were very simple, and we felt that there's still a lot more work that needs to be done to ensure that the applications really meet the objectives of the competition. Relevance to Nigeria, originality of concept, those are the judging criteria, and unfortunately each of the presentations didn't meet up to that. So what we've decided to do is give them a bit more time. The car is downstairs. I have the keys. The goal was to give it to someone today, but we decided to give them another shot. So it's still the guys who qualified but they have another 4 weeks to go and really knuckle down and show us why these apps should be apps that should become global apps.
What is the next step for CcHub at this time?
So for CcHub, I mean, a lot of our work is about promoting innovation. It's about supporting innovation, which in some ways is slightly different from entrepreneurship, because primarily behind innovation is that ability to create, which one requires people with certain skill sets, but at the same time requires the support infrastructure-wise and beyond that to be able to get them to get those innovations out. So we have fantastic partners. For example, Main One provides the internet we use here, free of charge, 45 Mbps. That's as good as you'll find anywhere in the country. You know, we have 2 heavy-duty generating sets, so, and the place is open 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So it more creating an environment where people can innovate, people can collaborate, work with each other, and and we provide that business development support to them, that pre-incubation support, that structured way of thinking to get those innovations off the ground, really.
That's great. I mean, CcHub is the place where every geek is accepted. And well, since tech is the new cool, you should be here if you want to catch in, all right, or catch up with the moving technology train. Thank you so much, Njalesho. All the best with CcHub. See you really soon. Thank you too. Congratulations to Cinema's app and Jandas Radio on winning the first and second prizes in the Windows Phone category, and of course the other 5 guys who won the Windows Phone as consolation prizes. Now, as for those who did not win in the Windows 8 category, they have another 4 weeks to prove themselves as the app to win the Kia Rio 2013 car and the 750,000 Naira cash prize. While Microsoft is on the lookout for you, we are also on the lookout for you. My name is Bella Rose and this is Tech City. See you next time.